This is Dave from the future. I wanted to put this at the beginning of the video just because everything is now resolved with the dealership with Perkins Motors in Colorado Springs. And if you guys did write a Google review, I would really appreciate it if you removed your Google review, because I'm gonna actually update mine to reflect my experience with Perkins Motors. After I spoke with the owner and the manager, everything seemed to resolve itself. Just speaking with the correct people, I'm guessing, is really where our problems begun. So now that everything is resolved, if you guys could go remove those Google reviews. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Today we finally have a resolution from the dealership for the Hellcat. So what I'm gonna do is pull this passenger side wheel off that they refinished. They ordered me a brand new wheel. They're gonna put this tire on the new wheel, and also we're gonna finally figure out exactly what they're gonna do about the whole paint situation. So let's get this wheel off, head up there, because I don't want to be up there too late, and I just kind of want to get this thing over finally. Just got the wheel and tire off of the Hellcat. So what I'm gonna do is run over to the junkyard, grab the Magnum, throw this wheel into the Magnum, rip the Magnum up to the dealership, and hopefully we can come to some resolution to this whole Hellcat situation. Polishing the headlights on the Magnum. When I did these headlights, my friend polished that, I polished it. It just needs to be polished a little bit better. The passenger side one wasn't polished at all. So what I'm gonna do is hit both of them down to 800 grit first, then go to 15, 2000, 3000, and then hit it with plastic polish. And with the wool pad, it should be really, really nice and clear. But let's do that. Get these all polished up, because after that's done, I want to drive this thing around and just kind of enjoy it just a little bit. Through the Hellcat wheel in the back of the Magnum, now we're ready to head up to Colorado Springs, and I just put insurance on the Magnums. Both are now pretty decent. I still want to go over them a couple more times with the polish. Each time you go over it, they get a little bit more clear. So now the car is warming up. We're getting the first fill up in the Magnum with some 91. Pretty sure the gas in it's like a year old, so I really wanted to put some 91 in it just to make sure I had some good gas in it. And it was pretty much, you know, 3/4 of a tank full. So let's get this thing full. This is pretty awesome. Most of the time when you swap stuff into other cars, the cruise control doesn't work. Well, look at this, boys. We got cruise control. We're cruising up to Colorado Springs, and this thing is fun to drive. I can't express how much fun it is. Back up at Perkins Motors, I brought the wheel, the Magnum. I mean, this car is so much fun to drive. It's just, it's like the Hellcat, 500 horsepower. The top end is a little less impressive, because once you're already going, it's kind of already just at the point where you have to downshift so much, but it's still a fun car. So I'm gonna take the wheel in there, get him to swap the tire onto the new wheel, and then talk to him about the whole situation and see what the resolution will be. Oh, how you doing? Hey, you guys are supposed to have a wheel for me, and then I'm supposed to talk to, I think it's Chris? He's the general manager.
Oh, Chris Porter.
Let's see if that's exactly who it is.
That's correct.
Get your wheel? Yeah, it's, well, that's the one that was refinished, so.
Did they have, did you have the other wheel?
I just came back from lunch. I have no idea
Okay,
what's
I
going
think
on. I
Kim's
think
getting-
Kim was involved in it. So I was letting him handle. He said somebody was going to be coming in. I wasn't sure who he was talking about. So,
All right, cool.
but he's on it. I think he's trying to track down somebody to find the right wheel.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Sounds good.
I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes.
Okay.
Definitely 9.5. Thank you. Is that the same one?
Yeah. Yeah, this one's just different color because they like spray painted this one.
Okay. Where are the couple solid pieces again?
I think
That
he's
one
gonna mount it
face
too,
out.
so.
Are they? Okay. But just for the time being, let's go ahead and slide it in there. I want to keep it protected. The last thing I want to do is have anything to pull him off what he was doing.
Okay.
And go get this mounted, okay?
Thanks.
I wasn't expecting you to.
Yeah, I got your message last night, and then I was like, well, I might as well come up today since it's Friday.
Where's the wheel?
I've already got it. It's already being mounted.
Who's got it?
Dylan has it. Everything was relayed to him to get done. So he is in the process of peeling off the current tire and putting on the right wheel.
So we finally get together.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been trying to get up here, but I've been really busy.
No worries.
So I know part of what I wanted to, and Chris has kept me in the loop kind of as we've gone through the whole situation, and so I know we just wanted to sit down, obviously get the wheel to you, get that taken care of, and then I know we talked to you, you got the quote on the paint job, and looking at just kind of where you're at in some of the videos and stuff. I know you you painted the fenders and the hood. And honestly, it was Chris and I had started talking as soon as we found out when we found out what the situation.
Well, I mean, yeah,
was,
you guys got into it. That's
well,
it.
and when he had brought up this is what we refunded. So even before we found out about the videos or anything, we were talking to find out what all had actually gone on.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if when you came in, I think that day when you talked to John, I was out there, and so it was. I saw you when you first walked in, and he had mentioned a little bit about what was going on with that car before.
Yeah.
So it was a day or two after I was asking him what ended up happening, and that's when we got Chris involved, and then it was so as we were figuring out what the extent was or what you were asking for and everything, is that following weekend or that Monday, whenever it was, that somebody brought the video to our attention. So
Yeah.
I want you to understand we were looking into it. We were trying to figure out what had happened, what was going on, and really figuring out what best way to approach. And hopefully you've seen, as Chris has been involved in really just being proactive,
Yeah.
trying to come to a resolution, figuring out at least what the options are. And I know there's obviously better ways we could have handled everything from the beginning, and that's what I want to just be able to come to some resolution with you and go forward. And whether you want to do business with us in the future or not, we just want to move past this issue and let you continue on and let us continue on. So
Yeah.
I just wished I'd gotten involved when you were here, but
Yeah. I understand. I
unfortunately
mean,
that wasn't the case.
no. So we can get if you want to send me the email, I'll run upstairs and I can just subtract the wheel out of it and get a check real quick.
I think I love this color more than the red. I'm probably going to end up painting the FC and the FD this color. It has it's like a light olive drab, but it's metallic tri-coat. I just spoke with I think it was the general manager and then the manager of Perkins Motors, and we have everything completely resolved. They got me a brand new wheel, balanced it, put my old tire on it. Now we're good to go with the wheel. Covered the issue with the paint, so the car is going to be fixed. Everything is good to go on that aspect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go run and grab some lunch and just kind of enjoy driving the Magnum around. This thing needs to be body worked and painted, and after that, I mean, this thing's going to be an awesome car to drive around. Back home, and it's pretty crazy to think this thing gets like 25 mpgs just cruising down the highway with 500 horsepower V8. I mean, gets a lot better gas mileage than the Hellcat, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I love how this thing drives. I'm really glad that I was able to work out the whole situation with Perkins Motors in Colorado Springs. I mean, once I got talking to the correct people, it was night and day difference. Just put the new wheel onto the Hellcat, so the Hellcat is 100% buttoned up. now that the wheel looks proper again and it's actually the same color, I'm really glad that he worked with me, ordered me a brand new wheel. The other one, there was like overspray on the inside of the wheel and everything. I'm really glad that they ended up resolving the issue 100% and everything like that. So now that the Hellcat is ready to go, I need to finish buffing the paint. So I did wet sand it in 3000 grit. I've just been busy with the Magnum. So I need to continue to buff this, and I still need to do the other side. Then I can throw the hood and the front bumper on it and all of the trim and everything back together so it actually looks like a Hellcat. Just got back to the junkyard, and I mean, the Magnum is so much fun to drive. It gets pretty good gas mileage. I'm surprised it gets 25 miles per gallon cruising on the highway. It's very surprising. It probably gets better gas mileage than it did with the V6, but I just like cruising this down the road. I can't wait till it actually looks proper to what actually it has under the hood. So I need to do body work to it. I need to put a new rear door on it and just kind of work everything over just to get it 100% and then give it a paint job. So this thing painted is gonna look awesome, and I really like driving it. So I did get some stuff from a subscriber. I got all the guts from the newer Charger doors, and he also was sending me door panels. But of course, UPS lost the door panels. I would have been fine with the door panels and not the other stuff, but now I need another set of door panels maybe. We'll see if they find them. I'm not exactly sure how UPS lost them, but yeah, you know how that is. The shipping companies always have issues with them, and we'll see what happens. If they did lose them, which is kind of weird because it says contents missing from package, and they were literally just bubble wrapped and a label was put on them. So I don't know how you lose the contents when all it was bubble wrapped. So yeah, we'll get the whole door panel situation figured out and good to go. But now that we have the whole dealership thing resolved, the situation, it's really nice that I'm gonna be able to get the Hellcat fixed. I got the new wheel. It's, they put the old tire on it, they balanced it, everything is 100% good to go. So I'm really appreciative to Perkins Motors because we could have went a different way with this, or it could have just been drug out forever. And I have been waiting quite some time to actually go up there. I've just been really busy building the Magnum and everything. So we could have had the new wheel, and I think they've had the new wheel for like a month and everything else. So I'm really appreciative to them. I think I'm gonna end the video here. So if you like these videos, make sure to click the subscribe button, thumbs up, throw a comment below, and as always, see you guys tomorrow.